Maybe the two organizations other fans love more than any other face off Week 4, the Dallas Cowboys at home. And that wasn't a dream, America's team. Week 3 was real. They welcomed the New England Patriots, who finally got into the win column.
Judon makes the big play that may just win the game for the Patriots.
Hide your wife, hide your kids, and hide your buckets, Dallas fans. New England not only rolls into Dallas off a victory, they come in with this running back who's going to be extra motivated to have a big game.
Look at Elliott. Elliott showing some speed.
He was an OSU kid, nicknamed Zeke. Trying to think of what else to give Cowboys fans to help them to get to know him better.
It's a great job of having the awareness and vision to be able to pop this outside.
Oh, he has a funny signature where he pretends to eat a meal when he has a good run, and he had a few of those in Week 3. How about 5 yards per carry, 80 yards?
Elliott's getting a lot of work today, and he's performing. He's got another first down.
New England ran the ball 40 times last week. They have Ramondre Stevenson as well. He had a cold game. Based on what Arizona's James Conner did to Dallas's defense last week, though, you could see them feeding their backs another fat meal. Dallas gave up 7 yards per carry to Conner.
It is Conner, short side of the field, blocker ahead, end zone ahead, and a touchdown.
Cowboys gave up 3 runs of 25-plus yards last week, 2 of 40-plus, 1 to wide receiver Rondale Moore, 1 to quarterback Joshua Dobbs. They have a lot of rush defense fixes to make this week.
Here's Dobbs with room to the edge, and Joshua Dobbs gallops down the sideline.
Mac Jones isn't likely going to gash him on the ground. The passing game hit big on one of his throws in Week 3, though.
Over the top they go, and he's got Brown. Stretches out, and it's a touchdown, New England.
However, not much aside from that. Jones only had 201 yards passing with that 58-yarder. Cowboys secondary facing the likes of tight end Hunter Henry, wide receiver Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne. Bourne, their target leader through 3 games.
Jones threads the pass. Well done by Bourne to get a little extra out of it.
Cowboys secondary also has room for improvement in Week 4. Dobbs hung a 120 rating on him, 9 yards per attempt, no picks.
Dobbs retreats and floats for the end zone. It's Brown. It's a touchdown.
Dallas's 3-game numbers versus the pass are good, but they haven't faced any elite quarterbacks per se. Jones has to worry about Dallas trying to cook up some sack macaroni and cheese. And by the way, I used that before that commercial, like years ago, as dumb as it might be. Dorrance Armstrong is a force. Osia Digizua, defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence, he had a sack Week 3, and so did Micah Parsons. He's got 4 now for the season.
Pressure coming. There's Parsons, his first stamp on this game.
Jones didn't get sacked once by the Jets. That's impressive.
This is where I'm really impressed with Mac Jones. He's thrown under duress all year, and that's a great route right there.
He also faced a 40% pressure rate, so playing with fire if that's the case again.
3rd and 16. Ball tipped. Almost picked up by Michael Carter.
All right, his counterpart, Dak Prescott, sub-80 rating last week versus Arizona, 1 TD, 1 pick, low 90s rating for the year now.
Prescott looking in zone. That one's picked off. It's Kaiser White.
Prescott was barely pressured, too, under 20% of his drop back, so can't blame the heat. Primary 4 pass catchers New England's DBs have to pay attention to. All 4 had 7 targets last week. Wide receiver Brandon Cooks, only 17 yards, has yet to make a mark for the Cowboys. Tight end Jake Ferguson, 48 yards. Michael Gallup, almost 100.
So they get rid of it quickly to Michael Gallup, who slips a tackle and gets it all back and then some.
And of course, CD Lamb, he blew up in Week 2, then Week 3, just 53 yards.
Pass interference, offense number 88. It's a 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Dak probably doesn't have the same time as he did last week. Matthew Judon will be coming. He bagged Zach Wilson twice in Week 3, has 4 for the year.
Extra jet receiver, Wilson, and he just falls.
Is phrasing not a thing anymore? Patriots secondary Prescott faces has yet to be dinged through the air. Held Vincent Adultman at 4.4 yards per attempt and a low 60s rating. That might not impress, but their Week 2 showing versus Tua and Tyreek tells you they're pretty good against the pass.
Fires downfield, Hill, out of bounds and incomplete.
They also played the Jets' run game great. Again, not very impressive right now. This week they take on Tony Pollard, the one bright spot for the Cowboys O-face. Week 3, over 5 yards per carry, over 120 yards.
Pollard again with a head of steam. He hops through. He stays on his feet, and Pollard's down the sideline.
That back's name, Cowboys fans, Ezekiel Elliott. Maybe you forget quick. Don't forget, though, to leave your predictions and keys in the comments section. If they're to a nice car, I'm taking them. Got to upgrade my Gremlin someday. And don't forget, you can watch live games, NFL RedZone, NFL Network, and more on mobile on NFL Plus. Check it out. Let's get to the panel of 10.